Good morning. I'm Mary Ann Cito from the Wheat Ridge Rec Center, and I am here in my bedroom going to teach a mat Pilates class. This is going to be an all levels class, maybe not very advanced to begin with, so I know I haven't been doing a whole lot. I've been teaching a little bit. If you need to modify anything, you have any injuries, definitely listen to your body and don't push through the pain. That doesn't work too well. I've had enough injuries to prove that. During the, in the future, I might be adding a ball, and if you don't have a ball, we might use a pillow. If you don't have tubing or an elastic strap of some sort, we could be using a scarf or a towel. So kind of be prepared. I'll always give you some time to go out and reach for it. Today we're going to keep it really basic and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to stand up, and we're going to stand on our mat, or if you don't have a mat, just on your carpeting, wood floors, whatever you're going to work on, hopefully not a wood floor. And let's just start with breath. On the inhale, I want you to try to picture your lungs as balloons, and you can feel the ribs spreading out. And then on the exhale, pulling those ribs in. Good. Inhale, open. Now, as you continue to breathe, we're going to add the navel to spine part of this. So on that exhale, think of that belly button trying to touch the spine or the back wall. And you can start to feel that you're engaging your abdominal muscles right off the bat. One more time. Good. Now from here we're going to do a roll down, and this is done on the mat, which we're going to do. This one's definitely easier. I want you to imagine yourself with the back of your head, your shoulder blades, tailbone touching your back wall. And we're starting with our fingertips to the ceiling. Now this will be our inhale. On the exhale we're going to start rolling down. I'll bring my chin to my chest first. Now we're going to try to avoid a flat back. You want to kind of tuck your tailbone under and come down to whatever level you feel you can get to. You want to keep the legs long. You don't need to hyperextend anything. Just take another breath in at the bottom. Tighten your abs to come up. The last thing that should come up is your head. It's just like logs, or bricks, the bricks. One at a time falls off, and then as you come up, brick by brick by brick, squeeze the tummy, vertebrae by vertebrae, and let's do this one more time. We're going to stay down. So again, our legs can be really straight. Those of you that's uncomfortable, go ahead and bend those knees. Now gently shake your head no. I'm going to kind of work on the cervical spine here just a little bit. I'm just letting those shoulders relax. Some of you like to grab the elbows. I like to let my arms hang. And then yes. And we don't want to go so fast that we give ourselves whiplash. Good. Now, let's go ahead and let our head be heavy. Take a breath. Now, squeeze your tummy. We need to use our tummy to come up. Now, we're not going to bring our arms overhead. Let's let them just hang. And then again, the head is the last thing that we have on top. All right, so let's go ahead and go down to our mat, and we're going to do it again, definitely more challenging on our mat. We'll start in a sitting position first. Take those arms out in front of you, take a breath, round out your back, curl down, vertebrae by vertebrae, so it's kind of that same, it is the same principle. On the exhale, curl up, bring that chin to your chest, This time we're going to reach forward, straightening those arms, lengthening. Now I'm going to show a modified version for those of you that maybe struggled. You're going to grab behind those hamstrings, bend those knees. You still want to kind of get that scoopy feeling. Good. And then you'll keep those knees bent and then use those hands to grab. Stretch your knees out. We all want to lengthen forward. Restack on the inhale. Roll down. Get your shoulders out of your ears. One more time. Gotta have a tight tummy. Stretch. Inhale. And roll down, exhale. Now from here, we're going to stay on our back. We're going to grab behind our right knee. Now, stretch your left leg out. If you're super tight, you may want to bend your left knee just a bit. The rest of you, you're going to press the back of that knee to your mat. This is our inhale. Straighten your knee out on the exhale. Bend. Now, as you straighten your knee out, flex your foot if you need more stretch. I kind of feel a little bit more into the calf when you flex, so you do get a little bit more. Also, let's try to keep our butt on the mat at the same time. One more. Hold that leg up. Let's let go. Line your leg up with your hip. We're going to try to keep our leg from coming too close to our chest and our belly. Now we're going to do a half a circle. On the exhale, lower that right leg down. Circle to your right and bring it up. All right, probably didn't feel too hard. Now we're going to make it a little bit more challenging because we're going to try to keep the left cheek, left knee from rolling around. So as your right leg goes off to the side, your left cheek's going to want to come off the mat. That means either you're not engaging your abs or maybe those circles are too big. As you notice, my half circle is not ginormous here. It's more about using your obliques to control. Good. Oh, these are hard. One more time. Hold that leg up and circle out first, and then come straight up. Good. I like a hard exhale here when that leg is off to the side. I need that girdle to wrap around my ribs to anchor myself down, keeping that pelvis as still as possible on that left side. Stretch that right leg out. Good. Finish this one and let's do one more. Bring it up and then bend. Pull your knee as hard as you can into your chest. Yep, your butt's probably going to come up. And then imagine me grabbing your left leg and pull. I'm going to pull on it. Opening up that socket. All right, from here, we're going to climb a tree. I'm going to show you two versions, the normal one and then the modified version. So let's take that leg right back up. Those of you that have a little bit stronger core, your hands are going to start close down by your buns. The rest of you, you're going to keep your left hand up on your thigh, right arm overhead. I'll do the modified version first. We're going to start with an inhale, looking up. On the exhale, swoop that arm around, climb up, curl down. Now you got to be rounded. You got to get that spine down one vertebrae at a time. Those of you that don't need that arm overhead, lift on the inhale, the chin, exhale, climb up. Good. Exhale down. And once, those of you that are new, once you get the breathing and the timing together, it's much easier. I think the breath part of this is hard. As you noticed, I struggle to come up because I'm talking. But if you're exhaling down, your ribs are tight. That group of muscles around your rib cage is stronger. So if you're inhaling to come up or holding your breath, it makes it a lot harder. We're going to come up one more time and stay up. Now sit forward so that you're more on your sit bones than your tailbone. Straighten out the back of that right leg. Point, flex. Point, flex. Shoulders out of ears. Good. Now relax your foot. Take a big breath in. Round out your back. Come down, squeezing, 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 squeezing. Good. Bend that knee, slide it onto your mat. We have a left leg. Grab behind your knee, take a breath, stretch and flex, bend, inhale. And again, we're going to try to keep our butt on the mat, and it's kind of a push-pull thing going on. Your palms are pulling, and your thigh is pushing. Good. 2 more. And the next one, we're going to hold that leg straight up. Now let's let go. And kind of look, if you have to bring your head up to see where that leg is, go ahead and do so. And this time the right side is going to stay stable. So if you want, you can even put your palm down on that pelvis. Drop that leg straight down, around to the left, and up. Again, if you feel, and I'm going to demonstrate how that cheek wants to come off the mat, it becomes not so much obliques. And there's many versions. Those of you that do a lot of Pilates, you know that we do a version where the circle's huge and there's a lot of movement in the pelvis. This one is not. Good. And we're just going to do this one more time. Exhale and reverse. Go out first. I think this version, this direction is harder, because you're going down and away from your center, which is more challenging than coming up. Good. Squeeze. In 20 years of doing Pilates, this has not gotten easier. Because you feel like you want to go wider, so once, one level gets easy, you got to challenge yourself. So never has become an easy exercise for me. And we're going to finish this one and do one more. And bend. All right, now we're going to pull that knee into our chest. I'm going to grab your right ankle, pull it out of your socket. Big breaths in and out. We don't get to take a lot of big breaths in and out all day long. We always forget, at least I do. So this is the opportunity to really focus on really expanding those lungs and then shrinking them down. Alrighty, from here we get to climb our tree. Take that left leg up. Now those of you that need some assistance, left arm overhead, take a breath in. We're going to start to move. Exhale, up, 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 nice and tall. Take another breath, round out, curl down. Good. And then again, you can take that arm overhead, circle around. And for those of you that are a bit stronger, you're trying to use less hand grip and more abdominal grip. Exhale up. Good. And down. Let's come up one more time. We're going to stay up. We're going to go into our stretch. Shoulder blades down, sit forward, and then a big point and a big flex, stretch. Starting to warm up. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna do one last little flex here. Relax the foot. Now, again, think about your breathing. Take a big breath. Now, on the exhale, squeeze your belly tight. Come down, round out the back, vertebrae by vertebrae. And bring it in. All right. We're going to do, it's called footwork on the Pilates Reformer machine. And on here, it's just meant to be more of a warm-up, just really starting to get a lot more blood flowing. We get to use our hands behind our head and then tabletop your legs. So those of you that do Pilates Reformer, you know we have the foot bar where our feet are up against the bar. So those of you that have not been on a machine, it's like a leg press machine, so you kind of picture that platform. We're keeping our knees and our feet together. Start with an inhale. On the exhale, just press forward. Inhale, bend. And we're going to go super slow on this because, again, we're going to do more of a warm-up style. Now, for those of you that are stronger, you can take that foot bar lower, those legs lower, but watch your low back. And those of you that have some issues, back or belly, those heels come up higher. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And we're going to stay in our tabletop position, but we're in Pilates V. Take a breath, keep your heels together, and we're just going to keep doing some little leg presses. Bend and extend. Nice. This is more challenging than the reformer because we get to keep our head down. It tends to be a little bit more leg work than belly work. And again, let's just do 3 more. And exhale, stretch, full extension. And then bend those knees and relax. Grab behind your hamstrings, roll it on up. We're going to go into roll like a ball. And this is meant to be a spine massage. If you try to do this flat back, it doesn't work too well. It's not much of a ball. So look at your tummy, pick your feet up. We're going to try to do this without touching our feet on our mat. On the inhale, roll back. Exhale, balance. Inhale. Exhale. Again, keep your chin near your chest to give you more of that curve, more of that ball shape. 2 more. 1 more. Balance, 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 and relax. All right, from here we're going to go into some back work. Lying on our tummies, we're going to take our hands by our shoulders. The back of our neck is long, and we're stretching our legs long. And if you have some shoulder issues, this is going to be great because you're not overextending those arms. On the inhale, you want to lift and press up with your palms. Exhale down. So what I love about this exercise is the breath. If you're breathing in and kind of pushing up at the same time, you don't have to push as hard because your lungs are filling up. They kind of lift you up automatically. Those balloons kind of lift you. And then when you exhale and deflate the balloons, it helps you just come down. One more time. Notice that I'm not throwing my head into this, and I'm not going to wrinkle the back of the neck, because once you start doing this, it's really your head kind of helping you come up. We want to use our back more. Now, for those of you that have those shoulder issues, I'm going to have you keep your hands right where they are. The rest of you, go ahead and stretch those arms overhead. We're going to use the legs and the arms. So if you want to keep one of these out of this, great. Because on the inhale, we lift the legs and the chest, arms up. Again, the exhale brings you down. Inhale. Now we want to squeeze our glutes. Nice. And you're going to notice that when you get your butt involved a little bit more, it's less stressful to your low back. Nice. So those of you that have your hands by your chest, you're just definitely going to hover them up and down. Or again, maybe you want to just press up. Always remember that this is your class. It's not mine. Lift and lower. One more time. And then let's go right into child's pose. Round out your back. Breathe into your back ribs. And feel your back ribs really expanding on that inhale. Again, exhale, ribs coming in. So feel the difference between when we were working forward, we kind of felt the front ribs. Now I want you to feel the back ribs. And we're just going to do that one more time. Now we're going to continue to work with our back. All right, but this time everyone is going to take their arms like a soldier next to their hips. I don't care if you do this with your thighs engaged and lifted, or maybe you want to keep your feet down. We are going to lift our chest up, lengthen the back of your neck. So I'm going to do a little bit of both for all of this. On the inhale, I want you to look at your mat. On the exhale, slide your palm down toward your heel. I'm going to go to my left first and look over my left shoulder. On the inhale, look back to the center. Exhale, slide to the right. Inhale. You're reaching for your heel. So again, if you get tired, just keep your toes on the mat and just slide that upper body. Inhale. And just think, you're just moving all these muscles, your organs are moving around. We're just doing all kinds of work all over the place. One more time. And come on down. Now this time, instead of child's pose, we're going to come up onto all fours for thread the needle. And this is meant to be, these nice big inhales and exhales. Your wrists are right under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. I'm going to start with my left arm. On the inhale, you want to open the rib cage. See if you can look back at those fingertips. Long exhale as you thread the needle through. See if you can get that left shoulder to your mat. Once you run out of air, you come back up. And I know, some of us hold that one, and it's nice to hold that stretch. But in a Joseph Pilates classical class, it's constant movement. The inhale moves you, the exhale moves you. So there's really no hold. One more time. Come on up. All right, right side. Inhale. Exhale. And again, it's a long exhale. If you do a short exhale, you don't get to be down for as long. So always remember that, breath moves you. So if you're exhaling quickly, you got to come up quickly. So I like that long exhale because then I can be down a little bit longer and enjoy that stretch. One more. And boy, I talk about twisting muscles and organs and just everything you own in this one. Good. And come on up. All right, since we're forward, we might as well plank. And we're going to do a high plank first. And of course, we can modify our planks. We still want to keep our wrist and shoulders stacked. And the hardest part of planking, I think, is the wrist issue. And I'm still kind of recovering from my carpal tunnel, so I'm not planking as well as I'd like to. So a normal plank is we're going to take those toes, curl them under, and just walk them out to where we feel long from the top of our head to our heels. The modification would be just to keep the knees down. We want to avoid sticking the butt out if you're using those knees. So either way, pull your shoulder blades down to your hips. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now feel your belly button lifting up to the sky. And we'll hold it for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, slowly descend. Oh, it's like a push-up, isn't it? All right, we're going to roll to our back. All right, we're going to go into some of our ab series. And in mat Pilates, a lot of this is done with our head up. And it's a little stressful for some of our necks. So if you have some neck issues and you want to keep your head down, bring it up a little bit, down, up, whatever, that's great. If you want to keep it down the whole time, that's fine too. I think if you keep it up a little bit for, and get some strength in the neck muscles, that would be good. But if your doctor said not to do anything like that, definitely listen to the doctor more than me. All righty. The other thing too is where that head is when you're lifted. If I lift from here, think of that little cervical spine, that like stick holding a bowling ball. That's a lot of work for the neck. So to stay longer and be able to be up more, bring that chin closer to your chest. Now you've taken some of that pressure off, okay? So let's go ahead and tabletop our legs. Take your right hand, grab your right ankle, left hand, left knee, stretch your left leg out. Now bring your chin to your chest if you can. Lower the leg if you can, bring it higher if you need to. Inhale, switch, exhale, exhale. Stretching from hip flexors to the tips of your toes. Lengthen. You're trying to touch your toes to the front wall. And the arms are strong. They're pulling. They're working. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we get to rest and bring our head down. So, some of the breathing patterns are challenging, just figuring them out. So if you're having trouble with the breath, just breathe. That'll come in later. You'll figure that out a little bit later as we go. So don't worry about the breath. Just make sure you don't hold it. And turn blue. All right, scissors. We're going to take, I got the right leg up. Grab up as high as you can. Stretch the left leg as long as you can. Lift the chest up again, chin toward your belly, or toward your chest. Double pulses. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Pulse, 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 pulse. Really pull. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and again, relax. Very good. We're going to go right into oblique twist. Now we get support with our palms behind the base of our skull. If your neck hurts on this one, you need to use your arm strength a little bit more. Now, we're going to curl up and feel your shoulder blades, because we want to roll from one shoulder blade to the other. We don't want to drop our head down and look at the ceiling at all. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. And we just switch, switch. One is an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And again, lengthen those knees. We're not doing this little tiny little bicycle. We want to stretch those muscles and those legs. Stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. On the next one, it's a lower and a lift. And these can be a challenge. So I'm going to show you 2 versions of this that you can do. Either we start with both legs up. Well, we'll all start with our legs up. Curl up. Use those hands so that your neck is not strained. Either on the exhale, alternating one leg and then bringing that leg up and then switching. Exhale down, inhale up. Those of you that want more challenge, both legs go down, hard exhale, inhale up. Either you can keep that back completely flat and not have any space before you come up, or you go to a little bit more of that neutral curve in your lower lumbar. So if you feel okay with that, take it lower. The idea is also to really stretch the knees out, and I know some of us have that flexibility issue where we come up the knees bent, but as you lower the legs, you should start to reach forward, and then again, as you come up, you might be bending those knees, which is super fine. Hard exhale, squeeze the tummy tight. Inhale up, one more time. These are not easy, hard exhale, but look at how far those feet are going away from your center. Yep, and our legs are not very light, are they? And then relax. Grab your shins and circle both of your knees one direction. And this is our little pelvic massage. Again, we'd rather have a real massage, but right now that's not going on. Good. Reverse. Big breaths in and out. Nice. And let's finish this one and do one more circle. And we're going to stay on our back. Bring both legs straight up. Find your hips. Make sure they're anchored down. Arms are relaxed by your side. And we're going to just kind of do a little adduction work, some little inner thigh work. And it's going to be a double pulse out. 1, 2, and then cross, cross. 1, 2, cross, cross. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if you repeat the cross or you alternate, whatever. Breathe. And feel like when you pulse, it's not a hard bounce. You feel like you've got control, that you're moving those legs. It's not just the weight of your legs bouncing. 1, 2, pulse, pulse. 1, 2, pulse, pulse. Good. Last one. And we'll hold those legs up. Now take the soles of your feet together. We're going to kind of continue that inner thigh work, opening up the hips, good back stretch, and feel your pinky toes. The idea is not how big our circles are, it's can I keep my pinky toes together. So I'm going to put a $100 bill between your pinky toes. Don't lose it. And you'll pull those heels to you, circle away, and keep pushing your feet together. Breathe. Try to relax the shoulders, because I know I want to bring my shoulders way up into my ears. I don't know why, but it seems like it makes it easier for some crazy reason, but it doesn't. And we'll go around one more time. And then let's go ahead and reverse. These are hard. And those of you that do reformer, we do these with our straps on our feet usually, so good. 2 more. And relax. Grab your ankles and just pull in. You can use your elbows to push out. Kind of give it a little stretch. And we're going to bring our knees together, grab behind those hamstrings, and come back up. And from here, we're going to do open leg rocker. If you have tight hamstrings, I like to see your hands right under your kneecaps. Those of you that have flexible hamstrings, you're going to grab the tops of your ankles. We're all going to roll back on our tailbone, sit bone area. So we're kind of in between. On the inhale, we're going to take one leg up. I don't care which one you start with. Exhale down. Lift on the inhale. Lower on the exhale. Those of you that have your hands behind you, you're doing the same thing. Good. So there's a lot of balance required here. So we're going to feel our tummy. Some of you are going to feel like you want to roll back. Now, either you're just going to keep this going on, or we're going to make it a little bit harder by bringing both legs up at the same time and then down. And a hint is the wider your legs get, the easier, believe it or not. The harder version would be keeping those legs together. So whether you have your hands behind your knees or on your ankles, you figure out, where do I want my legs? Now we're going to hold it up. All right, so this is kind of like roll like a ball. Look at your belly. On the inhale, roll back. Exhale, balance. This is more challenging. So again, some of you are behind your knees. If this is not working for you, bend your knees. Kind of go back to roll like a ball. This is just more of an advanced version than roll like a ball. One more time. And rest. All right, let's go back to our bellies. All right, we're going to go into double leg kicks. And again, there's a breathing pattern that is a little different. One inhale, 3 exhales. We're going to take our hands behind our back. All right, from here, now if you have some shoulder issues and you want to place your palms by your side, that works as well. If you want to really lift those legs up on the spine extension portion of it, you can, or keep your toes down. So we'll start with an inhale, lifting our chest up, reaching for our heels. Drop one cheek down, bend the elbows, exhale, exhale, exhale. Stretch, inhale. So again, this can be toes down or up. Come down, exhale, exhale, exhale. Lift, exhale, exhale, exhale. Lift, exhale, exhale, exhale. One more set here. Relax those legs, press out into your child's pose. Round out that back, breathe into your back ribs again. We're going to change this up just a little bit though. Walk your hands over to your right side, however far you can. Hold it here. And breathe as if you have more air going into your left lung than your right. Find that stretch. And if you have bad knees, maybe you can't get into child's pose, maybe stay upright a little bit. I'm having a good knee day, so I can actually sit on both heels here. One more full breath. And then we're going to walk over to our left side, get a right side stretch. And now the breath is going more into our right lung than our left. One more full breath. And back to center. All right. From here, we're going to go into a low plank, and we'll be on our forearms. And we'll go ahead and stretch it out first, and then line your elbow right over your shoulder. And then take your hands as wide as those shoulders as well, and see if you can relax your fingers a bit. Curl your toes under. For those of you that are going to modify, you're going to stay on your knees. So we're going to all lift up. And again, either we're on our knees or we are not. Now, keeping those shoulder blades away from our ears, our ribs are tight. If you want to just stay here, fine. Otherwise, we're going to lift one leg up. You're going to push it off to the side, 4 to 5 reps. You're going to count your own. And this just adds a little bit more oblique work to our planking. And, of course, when you're done, do the other leg. And if you're on your knee, I'll just demonstrate here. You can still abduct. Yep. And again, if you want to just hold your plank, you can. That works for me. Good. I don't know. And then when you're done with both legs, go ahead and lie all the way down. All right. From here, we're going to come on up. I'm going to lie on my left side. So we're going to be on our left side first. And I want you to get long. It's really easy to get kind of curled in through your chest and your head. So kind of back your head up a little bit. And if you have your computer and you can see yourself, look at that line from head to toe. Now, either you're going to take your right hand behind your head, which is more challenging, or we're going to gently hold on to our mat to make it a little bit easier. Now, take your right leg up so it's higher than your left. And we're going to start with a little golf ball. So at the bottom of your toes, there's a little golf ball, and you're going to run your toes around the edge of that. And that ball is right in the center, so it's right over your left foot. So again, either elbows are up or palms are down. 2 more. And then we're going to reverse. Think of the fluidity, the control of your movement. Usually there's not much speed work done in Pilates. Good. Nice. 2 more. And then you can relax that leg. Challenging ourselves by going bigger. So now at the bottom of our foot is a basketball. You want to use your left leg as the center of the ball. So when you bring that leg up and you draw your basketball, some of it has to go in front, higher, further back. You're trying to keep it as even as you can. If you're not sure, you kind of look. And you'll notice that the bigger the circle gets, and we're looking at a basketball first here, it's harder. There's going to be a lot more core work here. Some of you have that palm down, and you're going to really hold on tight to have more control. I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your tummy and your back muscles more and maybe slow it down. Control is more important than speed. Very good. Reverse. So this gets harder as it gets bigger. You're going to want to really rock that shoulder. Good. Nice. 2 more. And on that second one, we can restack our legs. Now, let's take both of those legs at a 45. Now we have that bend at our hip flexor here. And your feet are definitely not on the mat. And again, either hand position is fine. Turn your right quad, knees, toes towards the ceiling. Point your toes. We're going to lift straight up on the inhale. Flex. Come down on the exhale. Inhale coming up. Now as you drop the leg, it kind of goes in front of the bottom leg just a bit. So you don't go to that restacking position. You kind of crisscross at the ankle. Inhale, exhale, strong. Strong. 1 more. And as you come down, hold your foot in a flexed position and go up, flexed point to come down. If you cramp doing either of these feet positions, leave them out because it's really easy to get a cramp on a pointed toe more than a flexed. So if you're cramping at the instep, leave it out. Nice. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now we're going to go ahead and lie down. Let's put our head on our left arm. So again, hand up or on the mat. Take your right foot in front of you. We're going to draw some rainbows. We're going to start with that forward position and then reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice how you tighten your belly when that leg goes to the back wall. Squeeze your glute. Make it a little bit of butt work here. A lot of hip work. Very good. Now on this next one, hold that leg to the back, but let's not touch the floor. Reach longer. I'm going to grab that ankle, pull, 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 pull. Now take your right arm, stretch. Now move your chest so you're looking down at your mat. Pulses with that top leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Roll to your tummies. Now we're going to take our hands and place them under our thighs. Our legs are in a Pilates V. The back of the neck is long. Lift those thighs up, and let's just click our heels. Tap, tap, tap. Strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Roll to your back. We're going to stretch that hip out, taking our right ankle over our left thigh and grab. And if you want to rock side to side, forward, back, whatever feels good to you. I kind of like to, really rock to the opposite side. So I'm going to reach a little bit more to the left and rock there to get more stretch, and then really pull into your chest to find it. Some of you may not have to do too much to find it. Breathe. And let's go ahead and uncross, and we've got another side to go. We're hanging in there. Good job. All right, so now we're on our right rib cage. Our right hand is holding our head up. We're in a long line to start with. And we're either taking top leg up or holding gently down. Lift your left leg up just a bit. And now at the bottom of our foot is a small golf ball. So we're going to go back to those small circles. Control. We're trying to be perfect, precise length. Your top leg should feel longer than your bottom leg. So kind of really stretch it out. 2 more. And then reverse. Lovely. I think I'd rather plank than do hip work. I don't know why, but I am not. These are hard. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. And we get to set that leg down. Challenging ourselves with basketballs. So go ahead and lift that leg straight up. And again, if you kind of need to look and see where your center is so that you can go forward from center and then pull back from center. Nice. And again, trying to keep from that waistline up very still. And again, that's the hard part. If I were just swinging around, this would not, it still would be hip work. I mean, I don't want to take that out from it, but it would be definitely less tummy and back work. Reverse the direction and feel how you have to contract your abs for stability. Nice. It's better to do like 2 or 3 really good ones than to be wobbly, go quick, and a little out of control and do a whole bunch. You'll get more out of this if you do slow and controlled with more precision and precise movements here. One more time, and then we get to rest. All right, let's take those legs at our 45. And this comes out, more quad and hamstring here just a bit. We're going to turn that left leg up. We're going to point going up, flex coming down. Stretch. This is strong. We want strong ankles, strong knees, length from our sit bones to our toes, from our hip flexors to our toes. Nice. 2 more. 1 more. And we've got to reverse this. So we'll go up with that flexed foot first, and then point strong, lengthen. Inhale. Good. Stretch. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And bring it down. Take your arm straight out. Rest your head. Hand behind or in front. We're going to go into our rainbows. Start with your top leg in front. Arch back. Inhale. And again, pay attention. Maybe again, look into your computer. See what your form looks like. I can't guide you, unfortunately. I wish I could. I wish I could see you all. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Now we might be feeling a little bit into those hips by now, right? Yep. 2 more. On that second one, we're going to hold that left leg to the back, but we're not going to touch the floor. Take your left arm and stretch it out and lift. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going to go right into grasshopper.